Hello friends, welcome into Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey, and today's video focuses almost exclusively on the injury report for Baltimore, with one kinda sorta exception. That is on offensive tackle Cedric Oweh, who was ruled out for the Ravens game on Sunday, and then 20 minutes later, the Ravens cut him. Kind of a brutal situation there for Oweh. He had been ruled out with a thigh injury, and then 20 minutes later, after the injury report comes out, the Ravens announced actually they've cut Oweh with an injury settlement. He had been cut by the Seahawks earlier this year, very quickly signed on with the Ravens practice squad, active roster after that, but played in a grand total of 0 offensive snaps for Baltimore. I wonder if his career is over, or at least close to it at this point. Now, if you guys are sick and tired, in some cases literally sick, of the injuries for Baltimore, type in me in the comments section. This injury report is one of the lengthier ones you'll see this year in the NFL, and it's getting annoying for Baltimore. Let's begin on offense, because there's so much to go to on defense. Oh, my God. Miles Boykin, Patrick Mekari, Nick Boyle, Patrick Ricard here. First up, Miles Boykin. We'll go to the receiver depth chart, then back to the injury report here. Boykin, doubtful to play with a finger injury. The good, in air quotes, news here is that the Ravens don't really need him. Marquise Brown, Sammy Watkins, my boy Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, James Prochet, Tylan Wallace. The Ravens will be just fine at receiver, as long as Lamar has a little bit better showing than last week. Other three players here, as you can tell. Patrick Mekari, the offensive tackle, questionable with an ankle. Nick Boyle with a rest day / a knee injury. He is questionable. And Patrick Ricard, the big old fullback with a foot / thigh. He is questionable. Boyle was limited on Friday. Ricard was a full participant. There is no more probable tag, which is stupid, but I would wager on Boyle and Ricard being able to go because they were participants in a limited capacity on Friday's practice. I expect the same for Patrick Mekari. He was a full participant with that ankle injury in Friday's practice. It's going to be a bit of a problem, I think, for most of the year, but I fully anticipate Mekari being out there for Baltimore. You should have the starting 5 offensive linemen. In the event that Mekari can't go or gets banged up again, watch for Tyree Phillips flipping out there to the right tackle position. Now, of course, the Ravens play the Steelers this week, and I'm wondering who you guys hate the most in the AFC North. I'm thinking it's Pittsburgh, but I want to hear what you guys have to say just to make sure I'm not taking crazy pills. Who do you hate more? CLE for the Cleveland Browns, PIT for the Pittsburgh Steelers, CIN for the Cincinnati Bengals. This is the pinned comment on today's video, meaning if the ad break comes right now on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down to that pinned comment and type your responses. Be a hater for me in the comments. To the linebacking core right now, as there are 3 injuries. Again, all 3 players labeled as questionable. There's Jaylon Ferguson battling a non-COVID-19 illness. He did not participate on Friday. Odafe Oweh upgraded to limited with a shoulder issue. He is questionable. And Patrick Queen, a full participant on Friday with a rib injury. I would gamble that it's more likely you have all 3 guys available than not, but that's not a guarantee. The Ravens have some depth, although that's also a bit banged up right now at the edge rusher spot. Oweh being limited on Friday, I think is a positive sign right there. Ferguson, in general, illnesses don't keep you out of games, although we did see Lamar Jackson be unable to go. So the illness makes it a bit of a wild card. There's clearly some type of bug going on right now in the Ravens locker room. Hopefully it's more of the flu than whatever the hell Lamar Jackson had that kept him out of that game. Queen being a full participant on Friday, I'd actually be surprised if he does not play. So if I rank these 3 in terms of concern level, probably is Ferguson, Oweh, Queen. If you want to bump Oweh to number 1 because of his impact, I got no complaints on that one. The Ravens, even with all these injuries right now, are a 4.5-point favorite on the road against a suddenly struggling Pittsburgh Steelers team. I don't really buy Pittsburgh at all. I don't think they're that good. I think Big Ben's washed up. I think the Ravens are going to cover. And if you want to follow my bet, which was so hot to start the year and not so much lately, still in the black though, do it with my sportsbook, our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet. Takes you right in to the BetUS site. When you use promo code CHAT125, that's going to hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus, meaning $100 in, the minimum to get the deposit bonus, an extra $125 on top of that for you guys. So you put $5 on the Ravens to win. If they do win, awesome, more money. If not, it's okay. You still got about $220 left in your bank account to bet with. It's chat125 at chatsports.com/bet. To the cornerback room where, oh my God, there's a lot going on here. So in order, and we'll spend a lot of time on this obviously, Marlon Humphrey did not participate on Friday with an illness. Anthony Averett is questionable after being limited on Friday with a shoulder / an ankle. Chris Westry also limited with a thigh. Taven Young, the same illness going on in the locker room. He was also out on Friday. And then Jimmy Smith had an ankle added to the injury report. He'd missed the last 2 games with a neck injury, was a full participant in Thursday's practice, now gets knocked down to a DNP on Friday. That is a pretty big red flag. To put this in perspective, the Ravens have 9 corners on their active roster or on their IR list. Every single corner has an injury designation or a designation in some capacity. I've never seen this before. Humphrey, Averett, Young, Smith, and Westry, your top 5, all questionable right now with their various issues. I'm going to assume the illness guys plays in Humphrey and Young. I hope Averett's able to go. We will see about Westry. I'm not feeling great about Jimmy Smith. Kevon Seymour, the number 6 corner right now, is on the COVID list, by the way. And then, Marcus Peters, Amon Marshall, and Khalil Dorsey are all on IR this year. So there is a non-zero chance, as unlikely that it is, the Ravens don't have any healthy active roster corners. I don't think that happens. You probably more likely have all 5 guys, but it's a pretty wild situation in Baltimore. The good news is Big Ben's washed up. So predict the score for me of Ravens at the Steelers. I got the Ravens winning, I'd almost argue, fairly handily. I think they will cover that spread. I'm thinking something like, 28-17, 27-17. I think the Ravens will win that game. But I want to hear from you guys. So head down to the comments and let me know what you think the final score is. You will have a post-game reaction show for you guys as well, regardless of the outcome. And we want to get to more subscribers. I'd love to catch our Steelers or at least our Browns channel here at Chat Sports. We're getting closer and closer to 2,500 subscribers. So if you have not already, hit that red button and join us for free videos almost every single day. We will end on some good news here. 3 players who have no injury designation or no questionable tag. They are going to play. Bradley Bozeman with a shin laceration, which sounds so not fun. Calais Campbell had a rest day on Friday. That's why he was on the injury report. He's fine. Devin Duvernay with his thigh. He's good to go. Those 3 players and key contributors will be out there for the Ravens against Pittsburgh.